One day a young monk sat in deep thought. His teacher's words echoed in his mind. To find peace, you must first let go. But what did that mean? And how could he do it? This monk had been holding on to many things: painful memories, unspoken anger, and a deep fear of failure. Every time he tried to meditate, these thoughts filled his mind like clouds covering the sun. As a child, he had learned to hold on to everything: broken toys, harsh words, and the fear that he was never enough. These feelings grew with him, shaping his world. One day, his teacher gave him a task. He handed the monk a heavy backpack filled with stones and said, "Carry this with you everywhere you go. Do not take it off until you understand why you are carrying it." At first, he thought it was a test of strength. He carried the backpack to meals, to prayers, and even to bed. Days turned into weeks, and the weight became unbearable. Frustrated, he finally approached his teacher. "Why must I carry this?" he asked. The teacher smiled and replied, "Why do you carry the burdens in your mind? They are no different." The monk realized that the backpack was a mirror of his thoughts. Every stone represented something he was holding on to: guilt, anger, fear. He decided to face each stone. The first stone was his guilt. He remembered a time he hurt someone with his words. He had apologized, but the guilt lingered. He realized that holding on to it didn't change the past. It only kept him from moving forward. The second stone was anger. He thought of someone who had betrayed him. He had carried this anger for years, like a fire burning in his chest. But what had it brought him? Nothing but pain. One by one, the monk examined the stones. Fear of failure, self-doubt, regrets, each one a burden he had chosen to carry. With every stone he let go, he felt a little lighter. One morning, as the sun rose over the monastery, he picked up the heaviest stone. It was fear, fear of the unknown, fear of leaving his comfort zone. He held it tightly, feeling its cold weight in his hands. Then he asked himself, "What am I afraid of?" He realized that fear only had power because he let it. It was the stories he told himself about what could go wrong, stories that hadn't even happened. The moment he set the stone down, he felt a surge of freedom, as though the air around him had changed. Letting go didn't mean forgetting, it meant accepting. Accepting that the past cannot be changed, that people are imperfect, and that pain is a part of life. As he let go, he found something he had been searching for all along: space. Space in his mind, in his heart, and in his soul. With space came clarity, and with clarity came peace. Months later, the monk found himself teaching a new student. This student, too, carried a heavy load in his heart. The monk smiled, remembering his own journey. He handed the student a small stone and said, "Begin with this. Ask yourself why you carry it. We all carry stones. Some are heavy, some are small. But the question is, how long will you hold on to them? The power to let go is within you. And when you do, you will find that peace was never far away. So ask yourself today, what stone will you put down first?